Good evening, everyone. I hope you're well, and welcome to the Ravens Rock. My name's Phil, for those of you who don't know, and today, as in the thumbnail, we're going to be painting some Necrons. So first of all, hope you've all had a really good weekend. Hope you're really well. Everything's okay at home, stuff like that, and hopefully you're getting on with some hobbying. If you're joining us tonight in the chat, please feel free to chat along with us. Carry on with the usual. We'll have a look at what's been released this week for pre-order and what's coming up this week. Take about 10-15 minutes, we'll go through that, and then we'll jump on with painting some of these Necrons that I got from issue 1 and 2 of the Imperium magazine, which finally come on Friday, so I've been waiting a while. I was waiting and waiting, so I did go and buy a second issue before mine come, a second issue of the first one, I should say. So I've got 2 of the Royal Wardens, 2 of the Blade Guard, which it doesn't matter, I've converted one up a little bit, which I shall show you in a minute. So they'll go straight into my Raven Guard army, and then the Necrons, they'll just bolster the Indomitus Necron force that I got. So we'll be working through them. So yeah, so first of all, let's see if we've got anyone in the chat. So we've got Mr. Underdog Painting dropping in. Good evening, I hope you're well. Mr. Badfish, I believe it is, or Badfish. Hope you're well, pal. Nice to see you in again. Tabletop Ready Minis, just popping in to drop a like and lurk, trying to get Reavers finished. Have a good one, pal. Big loves and smash it as always. Thank you very much, Mark. Appreciate it. Yeah, good luck with them Reavers. Let's see how long they sit on your desk for. Hopefully you get them done this week and you can whack them in the finish pile. Right. I've got my big mug of coffee. Let's pop it over. So hopefully this is working. Yeah. So dropped today on the Warhammer community page. So you've got some birds, Aether Wings, coming out for the Warhammer Underworlds. It's moving. You got the Gen Con. There's some big reveals coming in that, so we'll talk about that in a second. And then some Necromunda Brutes for House Van Saar. Some weird looking mech things. I had a quick look earlier. So just starting off, let's have a quick look. It loads up. Come on. It's thinking about it. Going to load? I don't think it is. Yeah, there we go. Computer's having a funny one. So this bird's coming to peck your enemies to death with a new season of Warhammer Underworlds. And Terios, I believe it is called. So you got a bird. If you want to read about it, you can, you can jump on and have a look. But that's pretty much it. It's a nice model. So the tree's really nicely sculpted, all hollowed out. So there's that one. Let's move over. Hopefully it speeds up now. Come on, computer. There we go. So get ready for a grand host of announcements from Gen Con 2021. So you got a banner there, and I was looking through earlier, and you've got a list of everything. There'll be new models, box sets and books from Warhammer 40,000, Warhammer Underworlds, Kill Team, Blood Bowl and Muller. So you got all them there. But if you look at the banner, so you got 3 outlines. You got one with a sword there, which looks like a Stormcast, purely because it hasn't got a backpack on. The one here, when you click on it, it's, I don't want to mess this up, it's like got a big sword, he's got a backpack, so that's looking more like a Space Marine. Hopefully some Black Templar stuff coming. And then that one, Underworlds, I presume. What do you think? Or Necromunda. It's got a big crossbow. So, I mean, it could be Warcry even. But, yeah. So some more of the beautiful green skins there with some Tyranids. I believe that's Underworlds. Or no, it could be Necromunda. I'm not that clued up on them two as it is. But yeah, so that's from the Gen Con. So apparently there's going to be a lot of releases there, so it's something definitely to look out for. You got Mr. Mythos dropping into the chat. Good evening, Mythos. I hope you're well. All the way from sunny Texas. So you got the new Necromunda for House Van Saar. So you got your mech there. I don't know if just for some weird reason I'm getting an odd vibe of if you remember the old PlayStation game, was it Abe's Odyssey, Oddworld? It's kind of reminded me of that. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of the colour scheme they've painted it, but it's a bonny model. It's definitely, you know, a nice model. Some more close-ups. So there's different heads. So you can see a head there. That's where the guy is in his arms coming out into the mech suit. So he's got one head option or suit head option there. And then when you come down here, it's got another one. It's got all the different lenses and stuff like that. It's got like gauges and all sorts. It is quite nice. There's some concept art. Excuse me. So that's from the Necromunda section. So this week with Warhammer Plus, is he going to try and take it in to mine? Let's have a look. I'm well, my brother. How are you? I am brilliant, thank you, Mythos. Yeah, it's taking me into the. Stayed up late last night watching the American football, which the Dolphins won, so I'm very happy with that. So, Warhammer Plus this week on Wednesday. So you got, it says episode 3, but I believe it's episode 4. I could be wrong though. I don't think that's updated. I'm pretty sure it's episode 4 coming out this week. Let's have a look. So McFarlane, here's one. McFarlane have released some more, well, they're going to be releasing some more figures, so they've done a little sneak peek. The next one's coming. So you got an Ultramarine Reaver with bolt carbine. He's got the proper backpack and everything, that's really nice. And then, you know, one you can paint up yourself, but he's got the grapple gun. An Orc Mega Knob. Whee, look at that. You can remove the jaw piece and everything. I think it would look better with the jaw piece on, definitely. And then a Mega Knob with buzzsaw. Big mech. I know a certain Mr. Essex boys will probably like that one. And you got the pickle jar dropping in. Good evening, Josh. I hope you're well, pal. Oh, you're getting your editing done tonight. Getting everything ready for your next video. And then you've got one you can paint up yourself as well on the big mech. Then you've got some gene stealers. It's quite scary actually. One you can paint up. They're the same face. No, it's a different face. The face on that one, it looks like, if you ever watched Doctor Who, it looks like one of the Ood with all the tentacles hanging down off its face. All it needs is, you know, the ball in its hand there with the wire going in. And we've got Pirate Queen Pickle joining us as well. Good evening, Wendy. I hope you're well. I hope you've had a good day at work. So yeah, that's where the next 8 from the McFarlane are dropping. So the pre-orders that was this weekend, I was really happy. I managed to get down nice and early, because obviously because it's October soon and everyone's just going mental. I went into the main local GW store and the Orc shelf is just empty. I think there were one box of Gretchen, sorry, one box of Gretchen in, and that was it. So yeah, I mean, everyone's on the hype train with the Orcs at the moment. So I thought they might sell out pretty quick, but if you go online, they are definitely still there for order. So you've got your battle tomes for your Stormcast and your Orcs. So basically your battle tome is your codex. 40k it's called a codex. Age of Sigma, it's a battle tome. So you've got your Stormcast Eternal, you've got your 2 different ones. All it is different, you know, fancier cover. Then you've got, what's he called? A Knight Judicator. Sorry, go right past it. With his Griffhounds. I'm loving the stripes that are free-handed on those. I've still got mine to paint up yet, but mine were a lot lighter than this when I was thinking about doing them. Definitely something to look at there. And then you've got your Stormstrike Chariot. That's up for pre-order now as well. And these 2 guys. So you've got your Master of the God, here we go. Seracant. I don't know. Your Lord Arcanum on Griff Charger and your Evocator Prime. If you did get the Mortal Realms, you got them in Mortal Realms. Apparently you could only get them in the Soul Wall set previously, so 2 really nice. That one's, it's actually bigger than it looks. It is a bonny model. Then you've got all your cards, all your data cards, nice new dice. Then we'll get onto the juicy stuff. So you've got your Oryx, so same again, you've got your two different versions. So I ordered mine, so mine will be coming this Saturday. And then you've got your Beast Skewer Killbow. I didn't get this one, I held off on this one for now, and I'm glad I did it away, and I'll explain in a minute. But I did order this boy, the Brecker Boss on his Maya Brute Trogoff. It's so big. The scales on it are look really nice. It's going to get bad-mooned up on mine. Probably some like dye on his skin and stuff like that as well. Plenty to think about there. But I did manage to order this. 36 quid I think it was. So I was quite surprised how cheap it was. I thought it would have been a little bit more, but pleasantly surprised I should say. Just catch up with the chat. Sorry, I've been neglecting you a little bit. So we have Ethos, we have Wendy, we've got Tina Martins popping in. Good evening Tina, hope you're well. Not seen you for a while, I hope all is good. My internet here in France sucks, but trying to catch up. Not a problem at all, Tina. I hope you're having. Are you on holiday? Being in France, but yeah, I hope you're well. Thank you for dropping in if you are. Rostam Vests, love the Mega Knobs. Bonjour, Tina. Bonsoir, it is. It's still got 24 degrees still. Jesus Christ, at that time. Obviously, you're an hour ahead of us as well, so. Right, so let's crack on. So obviously then you've got your data cards and your dice. It's nice, simple dice. It's like what I like to see. Nothing overcomplicated. 1 to 5 and then your orc face for your 6. Simple colours, so it's, you know, you roll them, you can see straight away you're not, you know, our older generation straining with your eyes. But I mean, they're all pretty much the same. They've gone quite simple. So you've got all your different ones there, and then your White Dwarf, Blood Bowl, is it Dark Elf team? Sorry. So your Dark Elf team, you got your pitch, your sides, and deck cards and dice. So that was for last week, so they're up now. You can pre-order still. I had a look earlier, there's still a lot on there, but now we get to the juicy bit and why I'm glad I didn't get the Skewer Boy. So on this Sunday they previewed, I'm trying to skip past, I don't want the video to jump up and then I get a mark. So for to follow on from the Auric Warclan Battle Tome, with a slew of new releases for pre-order next weekend, including the biggest and baddest of them all, and I'm so getting this. This is beautiful. So you got Gobsprak, the Mouth of Mork, and I mean, come on, how's that not going to be a centerpiece for any orc or, you know, destruction army? It's just so beautiful. I just can't wait to get hold of this. There is 2 different versions you can build. I'm not sure if it shows the other one, but he's got basically like a helmet on with big spikes coming off the helmet. So there is slight kit bash possibly. Not so much kit bash, but you got options, I should say. There's 2 different ways of building it, and then, you know, you got your dude on the top here, and he's got, is it Lord of Change hand there on top of his stuff? Oh, yeah, definitely 100% I am getting that will be mine. And then, as if it's not bad enough, I've got to get this as well. So you got the Swamp Boss Scumdrek. I mean, it's so ugly, it's beautiful. There's a couple of build options with this one as well. But I mean that's 2 big pieces for any army. And then you've got the Marsh Crawler Slogoff. I'm not too fussed on this one at the moment. Possibly pick it up at a later date. But that's, I mean, with the other 2 and not knowing any prices yet, it's going to be an expensive weekend as it is. And then to update, so you got some more Gut Rippers, just to tie in with your Oryx. Got little axes and stuff like that on them, so it's a bit of a change from all the other ones. And then you got some scenery kits dropping in, but I mean, are they just Stormcast ones? Yeah. And then you've got the beta dropping for the Age of Sigmar app. So the 40k one's already up and running. People are using it, been using it for a while. but the Age of Sigmar beta is opening up this week. Don't believe it says when. And so you got these two from Forge World drop in as well for your Necromunda. This little pimp stick. You got your Black Library, new book coming there. And I believe so, right? Yeah, you got on your Warhammer Plus this Wednesday. So you got the battle report and the painted masterclass this week is True Metallic Gold, and then stuff in the vault, all your White Dwarfs, and then yeah, I was right, episode 4. Apparently this is the best one yet, the best episode yet. I mean, the last one is going to take some beating, but and that's it. So then you've got your Hangout and everything there. So let's drop that off there. I'll just quickly catch up with you guys in the chat again. Sorry about this. I was planning to paint my Blood Knights. Forgot most of my paint to bring along. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, she's on holiday. Mr. Lupus Carnage dropping in. All slying, you know, lurking in the shadows. I hope you're well, pal. Nice of you to join in. So, I shall drop this over a derpy face on then. Just get a swig of my coffee. So, I hope you're all well. Let us know if you're working on anything apart from you, Cheetah, because obviously you forgot your paints. So yeah, let us know if you're working on anything in the chat this evening. In fact, let's get some music on. What shall we have today? If it loads up. Piano, what's this one? There we go. Yeah, it's a bit chill. So yeah, like I said, just let us know if you're working on anything in the chat, guys, and we shall be cracking on. So, as I was saying, we've got 2 Royal Wardens. So that's 3 I've got now, because I have got 1, which conveniently is here. So I just hold this guy. Oh, my camera's working so much better. I don't know why. I've done nothing. So basically, I'm going to go roughly the same, but change it up a little bit. So he's got his gold round and on there. And then it's just lead belcher, and then a wash over the top to give it the aged look. And then we'll do something a little different with the gun on these ones. But rather than using the gold I used last time, I'm going to try the one that come with the magazine, which is the Runelord Brass. So we'll see what that one looks like against the silver. Hopefully it all starts to come together quite nicely, and we've got, you know, 3 little warriors to crack on with as well. So I'll pop one of these to one side and we'll just concentrate through these. I have primed them up ready to go, and primed it just with a straight Chaos Black. In the magazine it shows them, and I don't know why they keep doing it. It just shows, probably because they don't sell the undercoat with it, and it just It says paint 3 coats straight on top of a burr model. And you definitely don't want to be doing that. You want to give it a good undercoat. I always find that black works best for me, especially when I'm painting metallics. Mr. Carnes, not lurking and busy building an orc. Tiger wagon. Hi children, thank you Mr. No problem. Hopefully you show some pictures of your orcs in the Discord. You can see how you're getting on. So, first things first. Let's get some metallics down. So, nice and simple. What I want to do as well, I tried it with the last ones I did, and it wasn't long after I'd just got back into the hobby, and Indomitus dropped, so they were like some of the very first models that I'd built and painted up since being a teenager really, and it was quite a steep learning curve, so I know I've messed up in certain areas that I plan on rectifying at a later date, but then with these I can swap them out in the meantime. So yeah. Let's just get this down. We've got Mr. Essex Boys dropping in. Good evening pal, I hope you're well. Evening mate, you've been smashing it out with the painting lately, awesome. And Interesting Gene, not a name I recognise, thank you very much for dropping in pal. Yes, exactly. Dropped some more orcs in the Discord chat earlier on. I believe I'm up to 40 models now for the month. You guys don't know, on the Pickle Jar he's got his own Discord, and we've got a little challenge going this month, and to see who can paint, basically get the most models built and completed this month, and you get a point for each model. And yeah, quite a few lying round in my pile of opportunity, especially orcs, and yeah, I kind of like smashed it with some of them. So I got my giant spider finished, and orcs, and my Stormcast Eternals, catching up with them as well. You know, so if you're not a part of that Discord, as well as the Chilling Wargamer one, just drop by. You can join the link, join the Discord, and yeah, jump in. Everyone's really helpful, friendly. We have little competitions like that every now and then, but definitely been smashed. I've been really enjoying painting the orcs. I don't know, it's something that didn't appeal to me at first, but the more I'm painting up, the more I'm enjoying it. I think it's to do with just like the absolute bonkiness of them. Every one of them has got its own character, and yeah, they're just absolutely crazy, and I'm loving them. I wish I'd started doing them a lot earlier, actually. My internet sucks here, but I'll look at it when I get home. We tell you the colour scheme. So basically, the colour scheme, I'm not sure on the dynasty it is. So basically, it's a black base coat over with the lead belcher. In the joints, I'm going to go in with a null oil, keep it that metallic looking. Then anything that's like shins or bits of the carapace and stuff like that, that'll get a wash of Agrax Earthshade just to dirty it down a little bit. And then anything that's Rune Lord brass, or basically like across the iconography on his chest, and the cloak, is it a cloak? Gown? I don't know. On there, that will be Rune Lord brass, and then Goleman's flesh over the top of that, just to give it that reddy tinge to it. Comes out really, really nice with that. And that, Tina, is basically it for the colour scheme. I don't do orcs, I'm building it as a favour for a bud. He has had it a year, too scared to build it, but I'm not an orc dude. And Essex is busy painting his commandos tonight. Nice. Ashley's dropping into the chat. Good evening, Ash. His guys was, but he's all grown up now. Yeah, we've all grown up, but we're still playing with our little toy men, aren't we? Makes total sense to me. Helping build his force means more targets for my boys to shoot at. Yeah, exactly. You know, you help out like that and you've got someone to play against, or he's got a bigger force for you to play against. You can have a bigger game. Mr. Richard Smith dropping in. Evening, Phil. Can't stop, but big loves, brother. Thank you very much, Rich. I hope you're well, pal. And Mrs. Not Smith. Hope you're both really, really well, pal. Oh, my nose is really itching today. So yeah, as I was saying before, with the painting, I've managed to paint up, I think I'm up to 40 models so far now, which is really quick for me, but I'm loving the challenge that Josh has chucked out to help, you know, help us all work our way through our piles of opportunity to get them done. You know, get rid of all that backlog. It's a really good idea. But I will be slowing down now, as I mean, I've got these guys to do, so I'll get a couple here, but my next, I've got some more Stormcast, but I want to be getting on with the Bad Moon. It's such a big bonkers chunky model. I mean, this is going to take a while, so I'll probably be doing a bit of this and then chucking some other models in at the same time, just to keep me ticking over. Just purely because, you know, I don't want to be stuck doing the same. If you get stuck doing the same model for ages and ages, you know, in a way, I don't know if you guys are the same, you start to like resent it a little bit, that you've been stuck on that and not moving on to your next model. Tina, see you all. Bonne nuit. Stay safe. Yeah, stay safe, Tina. Hope you're enjoying your holiday. And yeah, hopefully we all hear about it when you get back. But yeah, you stay safe and enjoy the rest of your holiday. And thank you very much for tuning in, even on your holiday. I do appreciate it. I'll just try and get up inside this leg. So is there anything that you guys are looking at getting with the pre-orders that are coming up soon? Or are you just waiting for, you know, the next 40k ones to drop? I believe it's definitely going to be name's gone out of my head. Black Templars. They're definitely coming soon, by the looks of it, with all the rumours and stuff like that, and then certain little leaks. It's just a matter of when now, not if. Currently painting my Orc Commandos camo. Ooh, nice. Interesting. Are you in any of the Discords? It's not a name I recognise. Are you in any of the Discords for the Chilling Wargamers or the Pickle Jar? It'd be nice to see some of your work if you are, just so I can, you know, kind of put models to a name sort of thing. He falls on with the in-crowd. They're too much of Xeno fanboys. See, now I wasn't for a long time, Lupus. But yeah, it's more the Age of Sigmar ones than the 40k ones. Just because they're more, I mean, the Cruel Boys, they do look more like your Lord of Rings orcs. I've said this before. But yeah, they look more how I would perceive an orc to look like, if you know what I mean. Right, let's try this Rune Lord brass out. So that's it with the silver. We've left the gun for now. It's literally just all over. I want the new Orc Commando combat control box. Get me words out, Phil, come on. The new Orc combat patrol box, but not until I finish my commandos and beast snaggers. Yeah, I've got quite a few beast snaggers left to do, and the hobgrots, but then I've got another lot coming as well, so I'm definitely concentrating more on the AOS orcs at the moment. I've seen a lot of people were complaining because of the new patrol box being monopoles, or not having much, you know, options for conversions as such, which, you know, they're orcs, you're going to convert them anyway, aren't you? But I mean, you get the Dread, 3 Death Copters. I mean, they look cool on their own anyway. and I'd probably buy them buy it just for that. Quite muted this. I thought it would have been a bit brighter. But by the time we get the Goleman's flesh on, it should be fine. And up on this bit going round. So yeah, I went into just going on about like with the patrol box. It just reminded me when I went into my local store. The model of the month this month obviously was an orc as well, but they changed how they're doing it. Rather than just give you a model, and it's been advertised wrong all along. Apparently you're supposed to, oh, what's the model of the month? Oh, that's interesting, what can you tell me about it? And then as you then start building it and talking to the store manager or the assistant, you know, what interests you, why would you want to do an army of those, and so on and so on. Rather than people just going in and saying, I want my model, where's my model? But yeah, so I went in, I was seeing it was the orc. The manager knows I like the AOS orcs, so we started talking about the 40k orcs. I have got a few one-off models for the AOS orcs, and we was just talking through, and basically you could just kit bash in a GW store, so I basically kit bashed a knob. I started painting him already. Even though he's 40k, he will be Bad Moon. So it's not a matter of if I do a 40k orc army. I've got a couple now, so it's more a case of when. But yeah, I really had a good time, you know, chopping bits, just mixing it up completely bonkers, just adding stuff left, right and centre to it. I don't really use Discord. I have Andy 2D6 on there. Not a name I recognise. I do love the CWG lads though. Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad you managed to find the stream and drop along. We're not as normally as professional as this, don't worry. Well, I'm not. The rest of the guys are. Combat Patrol is a starter set, so it's push fit, doesn't bother me. Some people do love to whine and moan. Yeah, I mean, they've got to have something moan about, haven't they? If they're moaning about that, they're not moaning about Warhammer Plus, are they? So leave them to it. Well, that's a whole different kettle of fish. I'm actually really liking this as an accent tone against the silver. It is very, very subtle. Yeah, I mean, push to fit doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would, because obviously you can still cut them apart. Or like with the push to fit, you'd be cutting the little knobs down a little bit, down a little bit, you know, to make sure they do fit together properly, and you would still be gluing them. So there is that. So I mean, there is still room there for conversions. like to think. So yeah, it's probably one that I would still probably get. You know, you're getting more of your battle line with your, is it the knobs in that one? But for it, I think 85 quid, you're getting a Death Dread, 3 copters, a command unit, knobs. You're getting definitely more than you're paying. If you were to buy it all separate, it's definitely more. So it's not all bad, you know what I mean? Right, just figuring out now what to do next while we're waiting for that to dry, and then I can put a wash on. Just give this a quick clean. So I think what we'll do while we're doing that, the base one, I wanted my layup head, I got the wrong one out. So I've got the white scar layer pen. Basically what I'm going to be doing with this, guys, just dot his eyes and then the bits on the gun. So I'll get it done now, and then if I mess it up, I've only got the silver to cover. That's one eye. Get it from Independent 63. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to try that, because I mean, all my stuff comes from a GW store, because that's all I've got near me. But I know Josh has got a thing set up with a new sponsor. I'm not sure who it were. I think they were the second-hand ones, weren't they? Runs a bit more freely. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to try and get more that's independent, especially when buying stuff like that. A box set here or there. Right. So I'm not really bothered about the spilling over on the edges. Basically, I'm just trying to flood all around these is it a plasma coil? And then we'll go in and tidy up with the black. So at the moment it's just all about flooding that, basically, because then when we come in with the Tesseract glow, it'll just stain it like mad. I'm not the neatest person. I use dark sphere on there. They're very quick and cheap. I have to have a look at them. It's the Canis AFK brew time. Be right back. No problem, dude. And definitely have a look at some of these that are online, the the independent ones. Purely because I mean I'm no one to some of these, so I'm not getting a affiliate link anytime soon. You know what I mean? So not for a long time yet, anyway. So any bits that I can save here or there is gonna go a long way back towards the channel anyway. Making a right pig of this. Oh, trust me, it does look better once it's tidied up. Yeah, I'll definitely have a look at that Dark Sphere. Thank you very much for that, Essex. I'll have a look at them after the stream. Is it a UK one, or is it like just like down south? Right lads, I'm off. Thank you very much for dropping by. Interesting G. Yeah, if you've enjoyed your time here, and you haven't already, please feel free to like and subscribe. We're here every Monday. Yeah. So it'd be nice to see you back, pal. Right. Now do a bit of clean up, and then that'll be nice and dry in time then. Based in London, I think, but delivery nationwide. Cheers for that, dude. I'd definitely 100% check them out after the stream. You can see there, just quick lick with the black paint. But there is actually, sorry, there was one step I've missed out on this. So the Abaddon Black, which I'm using now, is a different shade of black, believe it or not. It's a slightly different finish than the Corvus Black, the undercoat spray. So anywhere that's going to be black like this, I'd given it a quick once over, just so that when I come in like this to touch up and tidy up, that it does match up. chill, this music. I'm enjoying this piano one tonight. It's definitely a change. So keep an eye on that black, the white from bleeding through. That's that bit done. So now we'll go back to our lead belcher. Should have done this with the other bit really, but water, so it's a bit thinner. I'll get all the metal bits on the gun now. I don't know why, it's just the way I seem to do it. It's like the body, then the cloak, then the gun. Even though like you should be doing it basically whatever's metal or the silver. Once you've got the silver paint out, get all that done. But I don't know, for some reason I just do it this way. Don't know why. So if any of you are about after stream's finished, once we've done this one, with the Imperium magazine, obviously I'm just building my way through on a Monday, and our very own CWG resident playthrough specialist, the Hobby Corner Kev. I believe tonight he's doing the playthrough from issue 1, which is, if you correct me if I'm wrong, First Contact. And he should be going live, I believe, at 9 o'clock. I believe he's changed his times now to 9 o'clock, just to make it a bit easier, you know, getting a little unsettled and being able to get everything set up properly. I know he did that last week and then decided he was having a massive battle, which took ages to finish. Bless him. But yeah, if that's your sort of thing, please, you know, go along. Just show him a bit of support as well. He's flying along with his subs now, and his watch hours have shot up as of late. So please feel free to drop along and just show him some love. And yeah, let him know that you've come from here. Thirsty work building a battle wagon. Oh, thirsty work painting a bloody necron. think it is because it's just a warm night anyway, isn't it? It's definitely warmer than it normally is this time of year. Only by a bit, but right. Goleman's Flesh contrast paint. This is for all the room brass. Basically just run it over. I don't know if it's going to show up. It's probably just shinier. Yeah, it's not going to show up on that. It's just more of like a really darker brass colour. I just like how it reacts with that. There's a bit more of an aged patina sort of thing to it. I know you get that sort of effect off the Agrax. I don't know, I prefer that one. It's one I've tried before, like the other model that I did out of Indomitus. That was done with the Agrax. So what I'll do after the show, I'll let this dry down a bit, because obviously with it being a contrast paint, it does darken a little bit. What I'll do, I'll whack a comparison one up on the Discord. And that's just reminded me as well, I need to order some basic material for these actually. So I will be ordering through Geek Gaming Scenics. I mean, it's the only place I'm going to be getting basic stuff now. Especially after I got, you know, the stuff I got for my orcs. The basing stuff for them is absolutely beautiful. So it's tied them all in nicely. So I'm just after a different one for my Necrons. I'll jump online after and have a look. It only takes a couple of days to get here anyway. Right. So now we've got the Agrax. Basically don't want to be touching anywhere like the joints and stuff like that. I want to be missing all them. Anywhere else apart from the room law brass, that is, because we've just done that, is fair game. Just to really, you know, dirty it down. They've been asleep for thousands of millennia. They've been asleep for millennia, underground and stuff like that. So, you know, they're going to be grimy. They're going to be all rusted up. 22 degrees here in Geordieland. I think it's about that here, just outside Manchester. It's definitely been a warm couple of months, couple of weeks. It's definitely. I mean, we've had some stupidly hot weather, haven't we? Which for us doing painting is really hard because you're trying to paint and it's that hot that it's, you know, virtually drying your brush as you try and put it on the model. And there were a couple of streams where I should have been painting. I ended up just building purely because it was that hot. There was just no way of getting any painting done. Do with this guy as well. Start off with a grey. He's going to have just to build it up a bit, have a white stripe down his helmet, a bit like the Lieutenant on the Space Marine. There's a definite line there for it. Trick I found with white, especially like when I was doing my apothecary, my space raven, for my space raven, my raven guard, is that you don't paint white. Basically, you paint grey, and it tricks the mind. Well, a couple of layers of that, and that should be fine. And what I want to do as well is get his little bayonet here as well. Mr. Underdog Painting is back. Good evening, pal, again. Or have you just been lurking, pal? For the plasma glow, I'm going to build up into this bit as well. And then the cable's going to be a lighter colour, so we might as well get, it's going to be a green anyway, but we can get some white on there just to help it take when we do paint it. Naughty dog. I mean, it's that warm, it is starting to dry already, so I can get a second coat of that on. And then see if I can remember how I did the one last time. Really good shake. You can still see, even though I'm shaking it, there's still, you know, separation. It's a absolute pig, this one. Just so it's the lightest, because obviously everything underneath is grey. I just want the very tips of these to be the brightest. So that it'll show through on the technical paint. Bit on there. Sorry if I go a little bit quiet, I just really concentrate on this bit. I don't want to be touching that black up again. Splashed over just a tiny bit, just tidy that up on metallic. Just up to that line there. And this side. Lovely. Make sure they're clear of the agrax. So they're going to get the null oil on. First things first. Only a little bit. So I'm going to go in for the eyes first. I don't want to try and get it up on that bit at the top. I'm literally just feathering it in. catching the underneath the eye. Just so that it gives it a little bit of the OSL look to it, so that the eyes are really glowing. This bit, just let it cover the whole lot. And you'll see why in a minute. Just let it sit on. It should flood like mad, because you know, it being a technical paint, it should run really well. Might have to come back and touch just the tips up a little bit. You know, like with gravity, it will run, because it's so runny, it will run away from the highest point. That bit. And then come in with some warp lightning, another contrast paint. But this works really well with the Tesseract Glow. Sorry, I'm back with flipping season. This, I'll let it dry and get a good couple of coats on here, and you know, it just fills it out. It gives it that really good, like, the shine on this with the like it is like plasma going through. With this one, and then one. Just while this is still wet. You can see it'll separate that a little bit, and you can get it to cooling at certain areas, and it'll like pull away like on the crease of the blade there. I don't know if it'll show up as much on there, but that's the general idea, especially while this Tesseract glow's still wet. See, it's drying there already. And then what I'll do the same on. I won't be doing it on stream now, because it's nearly 9 o'clock now. But the same idea with the cables here. Will be the cables on the back as well. And there's one in the middle, the really thick one. That'll be a metallic one, and then the thick one in the middle is the green one, and then 2 metallic ones either side. Or I might do them, try them with the Tesseract glow first, just to see what that looks like. But yeah, the Raglan flash shade on that Rune Lord brass, I'm really happy with that. I'll get a picture up on the Discord once we're done. I'm definitely really happy with how that's turned out compared to excuse me, the first Necron that I ever did, which was the Royal Warden. So you got, see, I've done the cables wrong on the old one there. So you can see the difference 12 moles makes. I don't know if it show up really well on this camera or not, but yeah, really happy with how this has turned out. So I'll get a picture up of the new one, and then also side by side with the old one. The old one was done with Balthazar gold, whereas this one it's done with the proper Necron Rune Lord brass. Name got completely out of my head. Right, so what else can we get done? In fact, what I want to do, or what I want to try, so with the warp lightning contrast, I'm going to see if we can drop some in between the fins on this, and then hopefully if it's not too bad, wick it away from the tops, just so it's like it's glowing. You'll know what I mean. turned out fine, but it's the doing that's the fun. Oh, that is. Yeah, no, you know, everyone's got their own opinion. Yeah, I really enjoy how it's turned out. I can see natural progression from my first one. Just need now. No oil. I can't see where I put it. There it is. Just for this bit now. It's mainly for the gum. Just trying to be careful near that warp stone. Just to grind this gum down a bit. Proper chill there. I'm sorry if it's not really upbeat. Just having a chill one tonight with the music. Hopefully it's not sent you all to sleep. Something a bit different though, isn't it? And then the coil on the back, or his spine bit on the back, we've left that in the normal black. The ones that I had seen, I did like how that looked. Just carefully feathering up to that ridge. Just let that ridge flood. With the null oil, and it'll just help make that ridge, not so much the white stripe, that little bit more pronounced. I don't know if that's the right word or not, but you know what, I know what I mean. Hopefully you do. As in a cook is judged by his last meal, so every mini different, but it's fun to paint. Mini, no else counts. That's what I meant, wasn't having a dig. Oh no, I didn't think you were having a dig. I thought you were complimenting it, wasn't. No, but like you say, you're only judged by the last thing that you do, aren't you? Even by yourself, and yourself are your own worst critic, really, aren't you? We're all guilty of it. We paint something and it's really, really good, and then you look at what someone else has painted, and you're like, well, you know, chuck my brushes in bin. You know what I mean? It can be our own worst nightmares and quite, you know, fickle towards ourselves. Well, yeah, no, I think we're pretty much done there, apart from these coils, the pipes coming off his back there. know Kev's starting in a minute, so I want to jump on and see how Kev gets on with the first playthrough. And he will be using one of these guys. I don't know if he's painted his up or not. He has kept that secret. But yeah, definitely want to jump on and, you know, show Kev a bit of support and see how he's getting on. But yeah, right, so get these painting glasses on. Good. I'll just switch it back over to my beautiful face. But yeah, no, I hope you've had a really good time, guys. You know, the usual the usual ones have stuck around, and you know, it all helps out, you know what I mean. I do appreciate it greatly. It's, you know, for me to be doing this and putting content out. I know it's only live streams, I'm not doing videos, but I'm here every week. Hopefully you guys are here as well, painting along with me, keeping us busy in the chat like you've done tonight, guys. It's been brilliant. Yeah, I've had a blast as always. It's one of the biggest, you know, enjoyable nights of the week for me with this, and then Wednesday with Josh and Thursday on the CWG show. So, as well as Kev. Can't forget Kev. But yeah, thank you very much. So this week, obviously we're finished now. Kev's on, should be on any minute, doing his playthrough from issue 1 of Imperium. Go check him out, please. Leave him a like, say hi, tell him we've sent you. Wednesday, you've got the Pickle Jar again, doing his live stream. Thursday, you've got the CWG show, and then Friday, you've got a Happy Hangout just like this, but a bit more professional because Kev's doing it. Hopefully he's not singing as much this week though. And then early hours for us, UK time, Saturday morning, early Saturday morning, I believe it's about 1:30 in the morning here. You got the Frost and Fish show dropping as well, so yeah, drop them a like, say hi, you know, let's start sharing some positivity. There's enough negative stuff going on within this hobby, so you know, let's rally round as the network and, you know, show a bit of support for everyone. Well, that's enough of me waffling on for now though, so thank you very much, guys, and I'll hopefully catch you next week. Thank you, bye.